Ces deux jeunes-là sont dans leur vingtaine. Celle qui a organisé ça pour tout l'Ontario a 25 ans. Et c'est vraiment qui est inadaptable. Mais oui, c'est exact aussi, ce sont nos long-term supporters. Voulez-vous une carte d'affaires?
We would like to thank you all for coming out to this unprecedented initiative today to defund abortions in Ontario. It's unfortunate that no one from Mr. McGuinty's office was able to attend, but Paul and I were here this week. We gave his office staff a letter with our intention to protest to undo the status quo. So let's remember that this rally here is a mini rally, that there are 44 ridings in Ontario right now that are being picketed. 44 out of 107, and this is only our second defund abortion rally. The message is getting out, not with our tax dollars. Now, by your presence here, you're helping to remind Mr. McGuinty that he's our representative in the legislature. It's important to remind politicians of this democratic principle so they don't get swept up in the power of politics. So here are some facts for you to think about and for Mr. McGuinty to think about. The healthcare system is cash-starved. We know that. Ontario is short by more than 1,000 doctors. Almost 1 million Ontarians do not have a family physician. The Ottawa Hospital last June announced that it was cutting 90 registered nursing positions and closing 28 beds. And just recently, the Rehabilitation Centre was also closing beds. In this province, we have almost 2,000 autistic children that are on waiting lists being denied very costly treatments, but that would greatly improve their condition. Doctors are telling the public that the latest round of OHIP cuts to physician fees is going to hurt our access to health care as well. What this says is that the citizens are being denied real treatment and quality care because there's not enough money to pay for it all. In 2011, there was an Abacus poll done. 91% of the respondents had no idea that the province spends $30 to $50 million a year on abortions. And the more Ontarians know the figures, the less they want to see money wasted on this elective procedure. Now, I want to be clear about this, that this is an elective procedure. It's disingenuous, misleading to claim that abortion is necessary for a woman's health. Just last month in Ireland, at a symposium organized by the Committee for Excellence in Maternal Health Care, chaired by Professor O'Dwyer, they released what's called the Dublin Declaration. This symposium was attended by 140 obstetricians and other medical professionals. That Dublin Declaration states, quote, "As experienced practitioners and researchers in obstetrics and gynecology, we affirm that direct abortion is not medically necessary to save the life of a woman." They also stated, quote, we uphold that there is a fundamental difference between abortion and necessary medical treatments that are carried out to save the life of the mother, even if such treatments result in the loss of her unborn child. We need to make these distinctions. We need to be able to answer this false lie, this false position that abortion is necessary for the health of a woman. What they're stating in this Dublin Declaration is that the deliberate killing of a child is not necessary for a woman's health. When we stand here and talk about an elective procedure, we mean elective. Just as other elective procedures are not funded by OHIP, this should not be either. Such a contentious issue, we have a right to voice that not from my wallet. We need a change from the status quo. Now, by delisting abortion from OHIP, this $30 to $50 million could go to hire 200 physicians, 400 nurses, 500 autistic children could be helped every year, 20 new MRI machines, or make palliative care available in every community. So why are these legitimate healthcare needs not considered more worthy of public funding? If we have to be the conscience of the province, so be it. We want our money going elsewhere. Now, it's illogical to have a healthcare system that is cash-starved and yet continues to allocate scarce resources towards the killing of children. It's outrageous to force citizens to fork over their hard-earned money for a medically unnecessary procedure that we find morally reprehensible. But I repeat, you could be pro-choice and be marching the sidewalk, because this is an elective procedure. We do not need to spend $30 to $50 million a year minimum on abortion, even if you're pro-choice. We say, not with our money. Now, I thank you for coming out. There are 44 other locations. Check our website to see what the turnout was for that. If you haven't signed our petition, please sign it. And remember that the major rally is taking place at Queen's Park, October 30th. Last year, 2,000 people voiced their objection to funding abortion by OHIP. We hope for at least the same, if not more. Thank you very much.
Not with my taxes.
Hey, ho, ho. The status quo has got to go. Hey, ho, ho. The status quo has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The status quo has got to go. The status quo has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The status quo has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The status quo has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The status quo has got to go.
So I just want to address you all and thank you very much for coming. We had a lot of media coverage today. I'm sure the other ridings will have the same. We are getting people's attention. We all thank God for Stephen Woodworth's motion for really shedding a light on this issue. And it almost seemed like a crack in the foundation of the pro-abortion side, where when you can't talk about a subject, when you can't debate, discuss, express your opinion about where your money goes, this is far more dangerous ideology. And we're all seeing that based on what's happening in our schools, in our province, and elsewhere across the country. I'm just going to read to you what the letter said that Paul and I dropped off at Walter McGuinty's office on Thursday. So, dear Mr. McGuinty, Campaign Life Coalition represents tens of thousands of families in Ontario. In this time of fiscal restraint, we call upon your government to remove abortions from the list of insured services in Ontario's health insurance plan. Province-wide mini-rallies are taking place this Saturday, and we know now that it's up to 44. At the time, we only knew of 40 rallies. That's because Ontario residents are tired of seeing the economic drain of taxpayer-financed abortion and asking the question, why are genuine areas of healthcare neglected while tax dollars are allocated for elective procedures, elective abortion? Let's be clear about this procedure. It's disingenuous to claim that abortion is necessary for a woman's health. The Declaration, the Dublin Declaration, states, as experienced practitioners and researchers in obstetrics and gynecology, we affirm that direct abortion is not medically necessary to save the life of a woman. They also went on to state, we uphold that there is a fundamental difference between abortion and necessary medical treatments that are carried out to save the life of the mother, even if such treatments result in the loss of life of her unborn child. So Premier McGuinty, we call on your government to defund abortion. So thank you for coming. We know you keep this issue in prayer. We thank you for your prayers for today, that it went peacefully, and that we got our message across through several media outlets. God bless you.